What up, y'all? Okay, so I forgot to film before we left the house, but we are actually on the road. We're going to Vermont. We're going to J Peak Resort up in Vermont. Right now we're in Massachusetts, so I didn't even get a chance to... Oh, a bug. Tay, I'm the mommy of the year.
Tae and Q.
Tae and Q.
Tae and Q.
Look, you did. I'm so proud of you. I didn't even get a chance to film anything. I'm actually filming with my iPhone right now because the camera's in the trunk. Like, everything is packed. This was a really crazy morning, crazy couple of days, whatever. Q isn't feeling too good all of a sudden. I'm not sure, something kind of is going on. So hopefully he'll be able to take a nap. We have about another 3 hours on this 6-hour ride, but I just wanted to show you guys all the stuff that we packed, though. Hold on. All this is like fruits and water. There's sodas in here. Cold cuts. We got sandwiches. And then back there in that bag is like mad stuff, like mad snacks and chips and all kinds of things. And so I'm really not eating most of that. I'm really not drinking any of the soda. I actually have my Swell bottle that has ice water in it. Yeah, so stay tuned. We're gonna be on the road. See you later.
3 hours later.
Wow.
Splash you.
Okay, so you want to talk about where you're at? Talk. Why are you talking so low?
We're at a hotel.
What hotel are you at?
J Peak, Vermont.
Vermont, which is a resort called J Peak Resort. It's actually a ski resort in the winter, but they have an indoor water park and like some other cool things to do during the year, whether it be summer or winter or whatever. So originally I was supposed to be coming with a friend of mine, but due to unforeseen circumstances, she was unable to come. So it ended up being just me and Q. And we actually realized that Q and I have never been on a trip, just the two of us. This is the first time that we've actually traveled, and not, you know, not travel to go to someone's house or travel to go visit someone or travel with someone. This is the first time that we have both traveled alone, just the two of us, and went somewhere just the two of us, where we weren't meeting up with someone or going somewhere that we've never been before, you know. So the trip came about because Q and I have this pact that we would go to a different state every year. J Peak Resort actually had a Groupon going on, and I looked it up, and then really didn't want the room setup that they had, because initially I had a friend that was going, and it was like a room that was like kind of like for parents and then the kids, not like two friends and then their kids. So I actually called the hotel to see what did they recommend, and they actually got me this really great room, which suited us better and came out better because we got 2 days of breakfast for free, and we got 3 days worth of water park access. We're not gonna use 3 days worth of water park access, but it's good to have, because at any time we can go to and from the water park. We have wristbands that gives us all access to basically everything here. On top of the indoor water park and the pool and jacuzzis, they also have a rock climbing little arena, and which we'll definitely show you. And they also had 2 arcades. In the rock climbing thing, it's like this, it's called Clips and Reels. It's the rock climbing, a movie theater, and the arcade. So the arcade has, like, you know, regular arcade stuff, nothing fancy, but definitely cute enough. Dollar games, whatever, like, you know, race car games, basketball games, like that. We spent the better part of our evening there since we checked in, because it's right across the parking lot from our hotel. Another cool thing about the resort is it's comprised of different hotels, so each one has its own front desk. So it's like we're in like a traditional kind of hotel, but they have like condominiums, they have little cottages, then they have the main one that's a convention center, which is J, and each one has like different things. They have restaurants in each one, and there's a shuttle that runs 24 hours that you can go from one thing to another, one location to another on the land. And it's awesome. The customer service has been, so far, we've only been here a few hours, but the customer service has been really, really great. And then we're gonna do this weekend, this little weekend. So we've stocked up and we've had things to snack on, because there's no okay. Funny thing about the trip up here, for those who don't know, we're coming from New York, coming from the city. We live in the Bronx, but coming through, you know, I have no problem driving long periods of time. It doesn't bother me, as long as I have some music and some snacks, I'm good, right? So we actually took 95 to I-91. I-91 I've never rode on, I've never even heard about it, and it was like, okay, whatever, if it's like, it's probably like 95. Wrong. 91 is cool when you're in Connecticut. It gets a little crazy when you're kind of going through New Hampshire, Vermont area. And when I say crazy, it's because it's a 2-lane highway and you're surrounded by trees and there's really nobody. So people will like get on, and then Q went to sleep, and I'm like on the road, and then it started raining, and I'm like, okay, let's stay awake, right? Let's stay awake, because now the lines are starting. Not that the lines are blurring, I'm not sleepy, like I'm awake, but it's all looking the same. And so I'm just like, okay, let me eat some chips, let me drink a soda. Okay, that caffeine Pepsi was giving me life. Okay,
Yes, girl.
he's literally behind the camera right now, but it was all good. So then, like, I start bugging out, right? And so I'm like, well, I don't have anybody to talk to, so what am I gonna do? So I start talking to myself. Don't judge me. I was surviving. Okay, survival mode. Survival mode kicked in. What would you do? You ain't got nobody to talk to. Services is shoddy. You gonna talk to yourself. So my little imaginary friend popped out, and you know we was talking about life's issues and stuff like that.
Crazy?
Stop calling me crazy, little boy. So I literally was like, I did that. It literally was like maybe 5 minutes. Then Q wakes up, and Q is like, when I'm telling him how far we got to go, at this point we're a little under 2 hours, and Q is like, what? Yes, like he's giving me high fives, like you did that, right? Like, and so we start getting closer, and it's like mountains. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but when you're the only adult in the car and you're driving, you're just praying that nothing goes wrong. And then I see the deer sign. Okay, anybody that drives out of the city parts of anywhere, you're gonna see deer signs, you're gonna see wildlife, you're gonna see those things. And because I'm scared that they're gonna try and cross. I'm used to that though. Like, I know that in wooded areas I'm gonna see these things. What I was not prepared for was to see a sign that said moose, stay alert.
Moose. What?
Moose? Y'all got moose up here? I mean, I know they exist, but I was not prepared for.
I'm coming up there.
Come around this way. Come this way so you don't knock down the camera. Did you have something that you wanted to say? And you have to come over here.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you're really close to the camera. Where are you going?
Right here. Hello.
Now you're too close to the camera. And no, you gotta lift your head. So, I still don't even know if you can be seen. You do realize that the camera cannot see you.
Yep, right.
But you're making me fall off the bed.
Lord has mercy.
Okay, so there's 2 beds in here, and someone decides that they need to be right here. Why does he need to be that close to me? I don't understand why he needs to. 2 beds. Back home, there's 2 beds. There's one in his room and there's one in mine. But we go on vacation and he's up under me, like I'm gonna run away. I'm not gonna run away because there's moose outside. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's moose outside, but there could be moose outside.
But if you know how to swim good and you're not a first learner, you might not need a problem to get back up. If you're a first learner, you don't need a life jacket.
So this is a lazy river that Q decides needs to be done work. I'm trying to be lazy. Okay, so somebody's acting really super duper shy. I don't know why he's acting so shy today. Like we don't film non-stop at home, and now he's being super shy. He wanted to talk to our new friend, Zack. Hey, Zack.
Hello, YouTubers. How we doing?
So Zack is a fellow Marvel fan like us. He actually has a Marvel wallet. Let me show you a wallet. We're so... Oh my God, oh my God. We're like geeking out right now. Okay, so we've had the awesome stay here with Zack, who we've seen every day. Now we're gonna miss him once we go home, but we're gonna tell Zack to go on to YouTube and go to Tae Q. I'm gonna write it down because he's gonna forget. And then that way he can see all of our stuff and see the footage that we're shooting here today, this weekend at J Peak. So stay tuned, guys. Say bye, Zack.
Bye, guys.
Okay, we're up on J Peak. We're at the highest part of this mountain, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's the last activity we're doing before we head back to New York. Somebody was a little nervous. Say hey.
Hey.
A little nervous, but he actually loves being on the rocks. So yeah, I'm not too comfortable with rocks.